Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I have a very interesting article. It's interesting and it's funny, I guess. It's very unbelievable. Let's put it this way. It says that the Russians do not have any more fighters. So they are looking right now to get in the military homeless people and convicts. So Business Insider reports on September 4th, 2022, Russia's soldier shortage is so severe that it is recruiting in homeless shelters and considering pardons to criminals to fight in Ukraine, reports say. All right. I guess, right? Russia is suffering from severe manpower shortages in Ukraine, a US official told Reuters. The official said there is credible evidence suggesting Russia will soon enlist convicted criminals. Well, they're people too. I mean, in the United States, you have a lot of people from a certain party that pushes to allow the convicts or to vote. You know, for felonies, if they have felonies and all that, they should vote. Why not? So, how about defending your country? I think it's noble, isn't it? Oh man. Officials in St. Petersburg have already tried to recruit homeless people. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. They go wake him up. Hey man, you want to join the military? No, I guess not. Not today. I don't believe that. I do not believe that. I mean, you can make a movie, a comedy like that. The Russian military is recruiting soldiers in homeless shelters. I mean, that would not be a bad thing. Homeless shelters, you go over there and you ask. I've been in homeless shelters, not to live, but you know, in different capacities. And there's just people who do not have at that time, you know, stable housing. That's it. They're in dire straits, and why not? If you offer them, you know, you have this, and after you. If you survive, you're going to get this. Why not? Why? Is there a problem in the United States if, let's say, a guy from a homeless shelter goes and say, I want to go in the military? They check him, it's okay, no felonies, no nothing like that, passes medical test. Here you are, go, do your training. And I don't even know if the recruiting, how should I put them, officers here don't go to homeless shelters, and I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't know, do you? I mean, unless you, I'm pretty sure these guys will not look down on poor people, right? So what's the problem with the homeless person joining the military? Some of them by being homeless show, you know, lack of discipline. That's true. Maturity. That's true. Some of them just had bad luck. United States, let's say you don't have any insurance, medical insurance, and you have to, you know, undergo a surgery. You're done. You become homeless. You become homeless. So imagine that. That's an extreme example, but there are many other ways you can get in that situation. You lose your job, and you can find another one. You don't want to, I don't know, wash dishes, because there's another job to wash dishes here. I'm telling you that, direct experience. Unless there are, you know, restaurants are open. So yeah, what's wrong with that? They're people too. And you get them in the military and they want to follow orders, you know, you put them in strict you know, schedule and supervision, and if you can't make soldiers out of them, you send them back. No, you can't. You can make it. Go, bye, see ya. Dishonorable discharge or whatever. The Russian military is recruiting soldiers in homeless shelters and seriously considering enlisting convicted criminals to fight against Ukraine amid a significant shortage of troops, according to reports. I don't think they have a shortage. That's the first point. I mean, I'm just discussing homeless and convicts, but I don't think they have a shortage. I mean, I said so many times, that country has 145 million people. Do you think they have a shortage? How many people do you think are in the military there? I mean, how many people? But they try to make this a kind of propaganda that nobody wants to fight for Putin, even though he has 90-some percentage approval rating. And I made a video yesterday where they had a little, you know, opinion poll, and they found that what, was 75% or something like this, that said that they support the war. So you can't find out of 75%, you know, from that little, you know, questionnaire. They're not enough to go and really, I think it was like 45 that really support the war or something. Yes, 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 definitely. You don't find any patriotic Russians. Come on, I mean. But anyway, this is what Ukraine's Business Insider says. All right, maybe they have the reports. Okay, a U.S. official who spoke to Reuters on the condition of anonymity. I hate this kind of things. Said on Wednesday that intel indicates that Russia is suffering from severe manpower shortage in Ukraine. What about Ukraine? Moscow has not publicly revealed since March 25th how many Russian soldiers have died during the unprovoked invasion here, but unverified estimates range from 15,000 to 49,000 soldiers killed. About the unprovoked invasion, you know, why don't you ask the Russians too? Because in any problem, in any quarrel, in any issue between 2, 3, 4, 5 adults, I'm pretty sure there's at least 2 sides to each story. So you don't ask only the victim or the alleged victim, hey, what happened? Well, he did this, or she did this, she did this. You always ask the other side too and say, hey, what happened? Well, she did this or he did this, and they have 2 stories, and then you go around and try to correlate or not certain statements, corroborate and so on. But late Thursday, Russian President Vladimir Putin signed a decree to increase the size of Russia's armed forces from 1.9 million to 2.04 million per Reuters, and it appears to reach that number and to make up for battlefield losses. That's your interpretation. Russia is engaging in unconventional recruitment tactics. Okay, well, the U.S. official citing intelligence. Oh, intelligence? Hey, did they find those weapons of mass destruction in Iraq yet? No? Okay. I thought they already had the information. No? Well, I don't believe you. Well, so when you cite intelligence, no, I don't believe you. Sorry. So bring something else. So, a U.S. official citing intelligence told Reuters that credible evidence. Remember credible evidence in Iraq? It was right there. They drew it. I mean, how many wheels should I put? 3 axles. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. And Colin Powell showed out, and United Nations said, here are the mobile labs for weapons of mass destruction that Saddam has. They look like this. I just drew it about 5 minutes ago, and you gotta believe me. Why? Because I'm a good man. Yep. So when I hear intelligence coming from usually any country, but especially Great Britain and the United States, for me is like woo woo, comes in and goes out without leaving anything inside. The U.S. official citing, suggests that the Russian Defense Ministry is likely to begin enlisting convicted criminals in Ukraine to bolster the army. The criminals would be offered pardons and financial compensation in exchange for fighting for Russia, the official said per Reuters. Well, didn't we all make mistakes? Why, you never made a mistake? Are you perfect? These are the arguments that are telling us when it's about working in their interest. Hey, we should leave we should allow the guys with felonies vote. Why? You never made a mistake? Are you perfect? They are very fast to use those little weasel moves. But here, no. How can you? Come on. The official, the guy, the weasel who doesn't tell us his name or her name, also told Reuters that intelligence suggested Russian Defense Ministry is looking to recruit contract service members to compensate for shortages by compelling wounded soldiers to re-enter combat, acquiring personnel from private security companies, and paying bonuses to conscripts. Maybe not. But since it comes from intelligence, from intel, I don't think so. According to Newsweek, officials in St. Petersburg left leaflets about contract service at a homeless shelter as part of the recruitment drive. So what's wrong with that? Are you looking down on homeless people? Are you discriminated against homeless people? The homelessness charity Nochlezka told Newsweek that officials from the Frunzensky district administration in St. Petersburg visited one of their shelters on August 17 to speak to people staying there about signing up to fight. I don't understand what is wrong with that. A spokesperson for the charity told Newsweek that a duty officer at the shelter informed the officials that this was not allowed, prompting them to leave. Okay, why is it not allowed? Can you come and offer them a job? I mean, going to the military here is like getting a job. Why? Because you're paid. Or you sacrifice your life. Well, as a truck driver, I think you sacrifice your life every second you are in front of that big steer wheel, right? Aren't you? Because if you, a second, boom, and you have a big rig behind you and in front of you. So, I'm a little bit, jobs, very dangerous jobs. All right. So this is it. They are looking for them for convicts, and they are looking for homeless people. I don't see anything wrong with either of them, and for the reason I already mentioned. One, they're people too. Why didn't you make mistakes? Are you perfect? Cast the first stone. Well, I don't know. I would be probably, now it depends. They are generalizing, saying that the convicts. Well, you can be convicted for petty kind of things, and you can be convicted for murder. Now, I wouldn't want to, enlist the murderers, because give them a weapon, I would be a little bit, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't do that. But they didn't provide any details on who exactly is, what kind of convict. If he's a guy who, I don't know, stole a cow, or stole a sheep or something, or a car, or a stereo from a car, or something like that. Or what if they try to smuggle some cannabis in Russia and gets 9 years contract of bouncing the ball and play basketball, huh? How about that? Can that person apply? So you see what I'm talking about? For that kind of thing, I don't mind getting them into the army and to fight. And besides, they're gonna have not cannabis, they're gonna have methamphetamine or amphetamines, let's put it nicer, amphetamines for free, and go and fight. Whew! Do you think it's gonna get a lot of them? Yes, including the superstar. You're gonna get a contract not only in the in the Russian penitentiary, but it's gonna be in the Russian military. So we're gonna have 2 badges. Bam, bam. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.